improved. Global security is also being discussed at Davos, and the BBC's Zainab Badawi spoke to the Tunisian Prime Minister, whose country was targeted in that terror attack in June 2015. She asked him whether security concerns had affected both tourism and also investment.
Terror attacks now can happen everywhere in the world. Tunisia is not less secure than any other country in the world. So this is a global threat, and we need now to deal with this threat together, to cooperate better. And this is, I mean, today more than ever we need to better cooperate and to develop our international cooperation to fight terrorism.
But can I just say, people's confidence is not very high in the Tunisian authorities, because we have the inquest into the deaths of the tourists on the beach in Sousse 18 months ago, and we've heard about a catalogue of errors by the security and intelligence agencies. You're going to find it difficult to say to people, come and do business with us.
Of course. I mean, from that time we did a huge efforts in Tunisia to fight terrorism, and we spent a lot on public expenditure on Ministry of Defense and Ministry of Interior budget. We probably multiplied by 2 our budget to buy equipment, to train our security forces. So today our security forces are much more prepared to fight terrorism. We are anticipating all terrorist action, and today you can see what happened in Europe or in other countries. This can happen everywhere in the world. So we need to develop our economy and attract investors. Despite we don't have to stop because of terrorism, but today Tunisia, from that attack, we are much more prepared for that.
And just to finish on the terror threat, there's a lot of concern also about the number of Tunisians who are involved in terror attacks, as we saw on the Christmas market in Berlin, Anis Amri, a Tunisian national. Why do you think there are so many Tunisians who join jihadist outfits? Because the United Nations Working Group on Mercenaries reckons it's as many as 5,000.
Talking about Anis Amri joined jihadism outside Tunisia. He left Tunisia. For us, he was just, he was not involved in any terrorist action before leaving Tunisia in 2011. He was radicalized in jails in Italy. So this is a global issue. It's not a Tunisia issue. Europe also has a lot of foreign fighters in different areas of the world. That's why I say that we need now more than ever to cooperate and to reinforce our security, our cooperation in that field. So in Tunisia, we are prepared for that. So those people, we know them exactly. We have all their ID, and we know about them. So we'll try to be ready to fight them.
President Obama described Tunisia as a key non-NATO ally, and you received maybe $1.5 billion in loans and assistance from the American government. Are you hoping that that strong relationship will continue under President Trump?
Of course. Tunisia, has a long relation with the US for more than 100 years. But more important, Tunisia now is a young, progressing democracy. So we are sharing the same value than Europe and the Western countries. That's why European and the US needs to be more involved in Tunisia, because we are sharing the same value. We are defending democracy. There is a new democracy that was that is initiated in the south of the Mediterranean Sea, which is now in Tunisia. We have freedom of speech, we have political parties, election, we have constitutional authorities. So all what democracy requires. It is a difficult process. Now we succeed in the political transition. Now we need to deal with the challenge, economic and social challenges.
And last year, the main Islamist party, Ennahda's leader, Rashid Ghannouchi, said, religion and politics don't mix, so we are separating the two. Tunisia is the country that triggered the Arab Spring. Do you think you might also set a trend in the Muslim world by saying, look, Islamist political parties, religion and politics don't mix, separate the two as we have done.
I mean, from what we call the Arab Spring, Tunisia is probably the unique experience that succeeded to become a democracy. It is a learning process, and Tunisia now, it is just the 5th year in this process. We are progressing in the political and in the in this transition in the good direction. Now we need to reinforce this experience by the economic and the social side.
Now, Chinese